What time is it?
It's 23:30.
23:30, man. Free! The struggle. Thomas really carb-seated, man. Carbs like a madman. Should have brought a cup of tea. Oh, here comes my neighbor. Just stopped and said hi to the neighbors.
When you
Do I have any new messages?
Tom, you sent you a new message. Yes, Comer did. Would you like to reply?
No.
Okay.
So Toba and his girlfriend are on their way. Toba's girlfriend rides the V10. Been riding a few times, getting in the groove. Had it in the stock charger today, the MSX. 82.5 volts was my start, you know, so let's see where that goes. I wish I was special.
so fucking special, but I'm a creep.
I'll lift something in the meantime. And this is funny too, sometimes when I turn it on, it's like the center one isn't lighting up. The struggles, man, the struggles. 10,500 kilometers, you know. Is it gonna last forever? I doubt it. But during that cruise the other day, man, that not my most recent video with the noises, but the one before that with the cruise, I was like riding and there was an intersection and I'm like, to the left, I was like, I bet a car is gonna pop out of there, and a car popped out of there. I started slowing down a tiny bit and the car just kept on going. When you're riding in Sweden, if things are coming from the left, they don't have priority. If you're coming from the right, you have priority. So I was on her right. The only problem was that she was busy jerking off her phone. So she's like looking down at her phone while creeping through the intersection. So I started like blasting into her car, and then I like sort of calculated her speed, and I'm like, okay, I'm either gonna hit the brakes hard and turn this into my problem, or I'm gonna match her speed and zoom in front. So I matched her speed and zoomed in front, you know, but wow, that's not good. That's not good. It's like night cruising at 11-12 at night, so yeah. I'm gonna have to up my game and get one of those strobes, start blinding people. I'm gonna start blinding people on my electric unicycle, and then someone is gonna report me, and then they're gonna start looking for unicycle riders. Bet I'm not hard to find. Yeah, yeah. Here's Toba. I'll give you one of these. Give it almond, okay. There. A little rainy today. It's gonna be sunny tomorrow, but it could be worse. So let's see if the MSX melts in rain or burns up. Gonna listen to some Radiohead. Aw, man. Poopers. 5 jumps a day keeps the doctor away. Nasty. And this, no likey.
I wish I was, but I'm a creep.
Jeez Louise. So much drama, man. So much drama. I'm dying inside. This poor man's soul. This poor man's whole is taking a beating today, man. Oof. One more to go. I'll find another angle that I can do. Let's get wrecked. Wet. Free. Oof. That went spinning off. I heard darkness spot hit 50 kilometers an hour. Man, whew. I got way too much height on that one. Nasty, nasty. I'll do some slow dancing while listening to Karma Police instead. It's not like it's raining. Soft mode might not be the best mode for this. The latency. That drained me emotionally, man.
This is what you'll get. This is what
Yeah, all right. The pedals are a bit slippery.
when you
I found the problem. To get a bit more forceful with this wheel. Trademark.
This is what you'll get. This is what you'll get. This is what you'll get.
Get it? Get it? Maybe I'll start filming with this hand from now on. My backpack's getting wet, man. Moist. Moist. Yeah. Approaching 10,600. Did a lot of reading the past days about batteries, how to charge them, about under voltage, about over voltage, about BMSs, about the monster that burned up, about the Nikola that burned up. We've been talking to Lumo and Ali, asking them about the batteries because they said that they were new Tesla cells, and there's not really new Tesla cells, right? They are reserved for their cars, so they're harvesting the cells in China from Tesla cars. They're harvesting the exclusive Panasonic 21700 cells for their modified wheels. That's all good. But that's the trick. That's the tricky part. You know, you ask them, they say they're new. You ask them, they say they're Tesla cells. Tesla is a car, right? And Gucci makes purses. But yeah, So my friend Tobe ordered a Monster from them. Andreas has a Monster from them, the 3108 watt hour. And yeah, you know, open a dispute in that case, because it does not match what was said in the conversation. And what was said in the conversation is that they are new Panasonic 21700 cells, which they are not. And then we have the questions regarding the BMS. And the discussion in the forum is nuts, and it gets very technical because there are a lot of technical people that are writing there, right? But if we just want to keep electric unicycling easy, here's the trick to keeping electric unicycling easy. Buy an electric unicycle, buy it from either a good supplier that can back you up, or buy it as cheap as you can from Quik or AliExpress, right? Quik has a 16X now for $1,700 US. So if you want to spend $300 extra buying it from wherever, you know, go ahead. And if you don't, then you pocket the money and save it for any future repairs that you might need to do. It's sort of like an insurance, right? It's sort of like a sleeping good at night insurance. Yeah. I'm gonna take my MSX out of here because I don't have to have it like exactly in the rain. Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Yeah, so when I met Tobe yesterday, we this is a funny mirror, man. Funny mirror. Train. I feel the cogging in my anus. Yeah, so I was on his Nicola, and it was a blast, man. It's a nice feeling wheel. How does it feel, Marty? 1 year later. It's the best feeling wheel that he's ever been on, and it's a very nice feeling wheel. The 16X is a magical wheel with the CX tire, and without the CX tire it is a less magical wheel, but still a magical wheel. And the Nicola is a very nice, sort of like a more nimble, better format of the MSX, but without the benefit of this huge 19-inch tire. But still, you know, very cushy and very solid. And I just asked it for power, and it kept on going and going and going and going and giving and giving and giving, man. It's giving me all this power. So and then you start thinking, you know, huh, I only have an MSX now. What kind of life is this? And start looking at the wheels and say like, hey, well, what wheel could I get? I can't get an MCM5 because there's a V2.5 coming out, or a V2 with a 2.5-inch tire and higher pedals. It's an energy drink, relax. I already rode the other day after having a couple of beers. I almost ran over a car. Yeah, so the MCM5 and the Tesla, you know, but if we're looking at the big wheels, the 18XL is still a good wheel. The 16X is still a good wheel. The MSX 84B is still a good wheel. The MSP is a good wheel. What do we got? The Nicola, the Monster. Monster is a good wheel. And you know, what else do we have? There's not a ton of wheels, really. And then we're wondering if we should wait to buy a new wheel. What has the market been looking like for the past years? 18L, 18XL, and Super V3 S Plus. Tornado! A tornado. So you know what have been the revolutionary things. The 16X with the CX tire was revolutionary. The MSP is a bit revolutionary with the stronger motor, but without padding, you're not going to access it much without falling out the front of the wheel. The V11 is looking good, and the price, the pre-order price on Quik for the S18, $1,700, man. You could like get that just for the hell of it, you know, just to have it, so you don't have to think about it. All the thinking about the wheels, the obsessing about the wheels, and what wheel should I get? And buy them all. Buy them all, man. It's not like there's a lot. There's not that many wheels, really, you know. But if you buy an MSX, maybe you don't need a Nikola or a Monster. And if you buy a Nikola, maybe you don't need an MSX or a Monster, you know. And flip that all around as much as you like. Get a V11, get an 18XL or a 16X, get a Nikola, an MSX. And then if you still want a Monster, get a Monster. If you still want an MCM5, get an MCM5. And if you want an M103 with that scooter tire, of course you can do tricks on that, man. It's a big ass scooter tire. It's already flat, you know. And then you have the Unicorn, the Z10, and you have the Unicorn, the 16X with the CX, but you know, you're not going to find the CX tire. You can go around digging for one. And in the end, people will spend more time on the forums and more time on the groups and so on and so on, more time watching videos and so on and so on, where they could just buy a wheel and ride it. And then they want it now, but they want it to be cheap, so you have to choose one, you know. Do you want it now or do you want it to be cheap? If you want it to be really cheap, $1,800 for an MSP from Quik, $1,750 for a Nikola from Quik, the 1800 watt hour with LG M50T cells, right? They are rated 10 amp. The M50 without the T are not, or so they say. In the dirty, dirty world of batteries, and the dirty, dirty world of BMSs, and the dirty, dirty world of burning wheels. And then you have the modified wheels, the custom modified wheels with some extra stuff in them, you know. But I really like Toba's Nikola. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna get my Nikola from One Rad. Hopefully next week, probably the week after. Send my 16X for repairs. Buy the V11 when it comes. And you know, the MSP, it just really didn't do it for me, but I could get one just to get one, you know. Because a day like today, you can still be out riding, and that's valuable to me anyway, because I like the lifestyle of riding. I've been off work for a year and 3 months, and if I can't ride, then it's not worth it. It's not worth it for me to be off work. Then I might as well just work and make money so that I can buy wheels that I can't ride because I have a job. And now I'm 46, you know, and I made money and I saved money. I can just buy some wheels and ride them. Some days you'll be alone, like today, stress testing yourself at a skate park. I'm all stress tested out, to be honest. But I just couldn't be at home because Monica's having her Zumba classes at home, and it sounds like a nut house, and I have selective sound. I have the 4 S's. Selective sound syndrome. So when I hear noises that don't belong, it goes straight into my limbic system, and when it goes into my limbic system, then I go into fight or flight mode. And then I get a little voice in my head that says, fucking whore. I'll see if I leave that in. But I'll do that to anyone. I'll do that to anyone. I'll just go nuts. I'll go nuts, and it's almost like it's Tourette's, man. That I have to say something. I just have to say something. Crazy. Not in a work environment though. In a work environment, I will always behave. You know, that's just when people don't behave, I feel triggered to tell them. The struggle. So in the end, if all wheels cost the same, a Monster, MSX, 18XL, 16X, MSS, Nikola, did I say that? Which one would you get if they all cost the same? Is it a question of price? Would you try to go for the most bang for buck? Because usually if you say like which one would you get, then some people would say I'd get the 100V MSP with a 2000 watt motor, you know, because people have the option of going faster. They have the buffer. You have that amazing buffer of being able to hit 69 kilometers per hour and get the 5 deep somewhere around there at 100% battery, you know. But shit, man, you better protect yourself if you're gonna start doing that kind of stuff, man, because the braking distance is no joke. You can fool yourself into thinking that you're protected, you know, but when your arm flies off, then you're gonna know the truth. So do we want something zippy? The King songs are like zippy fun wheels. They are true to the concept of the electric unicycle, as is In Motion so far. We'll see what the V11 brings. And Godway is like a motorcycle, but it's safe. It feels safe. It feels reassuring. I don't want to keep hearing about the King song being more safe. It's not. It's not. So they're just different wheels. If you could only pick one, you know. If I could only pick one today, I would pick the Nikola. Would I be sad about the range on the Nikola compared to the 16X? It depends, you know, because you're riding faster. What happens if you don't ride faster? I went on such a slow ride yesterday with Toba and his girlfriend. You know, I did like, I took a screenshot, I'll slap it in there, but I did like 25 kilometers maybe, or 30 kilometers, you know, and I used like maybe 20% battery. So if we want range, hey, ride slow, you know, but the faster you go, if you're not tucking, that's a lot of wind resistance, man. And if you are tucking, that's still a lot of wind resistance. So you're gonna suck out that battery so that you can ride like a big sail. No one wants to tuck, man. Such dynamics. Such dynamic riding, this extreme sport. $16X with the CX, priceless. MSX does what it does, you know. But after I fell last week or whatever, I'm like over analyzing every single bump on the MSX, and I know I have a bit too much higher pressure for too high tire pressure for comfort and safety. Because what am I doing? Am I protecting the rim while sacrificing myself? What about my rim? So I'm like over analyzing every single bump and how the MSX is yielding. And I was riding at 45 kilometers an hour the other day, and Johan was just behind me on his 16X with the CX tire. He could keep up until I blasted. As soon as I started to blast away, then he couldn't keep up anymore, you know. But I mean, on bumps and stuff like that, it was all good. So it was cool. And then I remembered, you know, I used to ride it like that as well. I used to ride the 16X like that as well with the CX tire and to 50. And people just keep their eyes to themselves. But now I feel like everything is sketchy after the fall. And then it makes me think, does everybody feel that way? And how much would they be willing to do to increase the feeling of comfort and safety? They buy a wheel with suspension. That's what they do. And see where that goes. We'll see now. We'll see.
I know I hurt your feelings, but you had the strength to start my healing. You went all left, the days of crying have reached the end. 'Cause now I'm trying to understand. These up and down, I regret all the nasty words I said.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. To see you again.
Just another Saturday night.
You make me pray.
Rocking and rolling.
For being in love with you tonight. In every moment we have shared, you withheld all what I deserve, and left me with my pain. For every moment we have shared, you take away what I deserve, and leave me in despair.
What time is it?
It's 23:30.
23:30, man. 11:30 p.m. Yeah, buddy.
Before I die,
Let's not drop the wheels in the water.
long before I die,
Don't drop the wheels in the water. Oh my God, the tram lining.
in every moment we have shared, you withheld all what I deserve, and left me with my pain.
The tram lining on these cracks between the wooden planks, man. Oof. Ooh. Ugh.
For every moment we have shared, you take away what I deserve, and leave me in despair.
And fade to black.